They feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down to Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Bears will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Air Force's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. They'll run the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Falcons decide to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Bears are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
They'll send out the kicker here. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. On the option, he's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Fighting off the defender. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to throw, it's Busha. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Give to the fullback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The option look. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's why as a defense it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And the Falcons line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Holds and fires complete to the right. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cameron. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Looking for room. It's Richardson. Plows through the defense. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. Ripping through the defense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on the option. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Here comes the option. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a wide open receiver. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw it again. This time on target. Tackled immediately after the catch. And the Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snap from the gun on third down. And it's caught! Touchdown Bears! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes his connection. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Dropping back, it's Busha. Got his man quickly. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
That makes the score Baylor 17, Air Force 3.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Bears have it with a first and 10. He's looking to throw it. He lost one down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The incompletion brings up a second down. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. To the air, it's Robertson. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Presley. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24.
And that ball is live in the backfield. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Off-play action. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They go to the draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the back. On the move is the 30. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Robertson. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's got his man. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Trying to run, it's Reese. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They go to the counter. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll run it. Touchdown, Bears! And the punishment has been extended. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Busha. Using his legs to buy some time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Falcons will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
On to kick it away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Comes out throwing on first down. Complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Line getting set on second down.
Second down coming up.
To the air, it's Hayes. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking for space. It's Reese. Using the spin move. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Hit the afterburners, kid. Past the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Looking deep. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Reese. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. It's a reverse. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The back goes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Gets it out fast. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rifles it down the middle.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
Goes to the option. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. On the option. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 19 to Georgia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see in here. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Got the quick pass. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The Falcons send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.